But something interesting that I thought about now, that we hear many times that we need to try to develop acceptance of what is as it is. Because if you don't accept reality as it is, first you suffer, you reject reality, and then many people, in conversations you go and you pay attention that many people think that this is a virtue that you need to develop. I have to accept old age. I have to accept a disease. And then you struggle because to develop this acceptance. But if you pay attention to your real nature, to the awareness, the watchfulness, the background, you will see that you already have this acceptance. Means this acceptance is intrinsic part of your being. You can call this watchfulness, awareness, consciousness, transcendental consciousness, Krishna, God, Shiva. But this eternal awareness is already acceptance. Whatever other way, things will not occur. Everything happens because it's accepted. There is a total acceptance. So it's not a question to develop a virtue or a capacity to try to accept my fear, to love my fear. It's not like that. It's, as I say many times, to relax in the silence, to relax the focus on your thoughts, ideas, experiences, and what remains, that space where all the experiences happens, is acceptance. Is already your real nature. It's interesting, this subject, but we continue with Vivekachudhamani. Verse number 7. Amritatvasya nashasti vite nityeva hi shrutihi braviti karmano mukter ahetutvam sputam yataha. The scriptures, the shastras, the holy scriptures declare that it is impossible to attain immortality through wealth. Therefore, it is evident that liberation cannot be the effect of good deeds. The first thing we see here is how Shankara tried to establish that he is not a philosopher. I am a master but not a philosopher. So I don't kick the scriptures. There are this attitude of books cannot give you the divine experience, so no more books. The truth, there is no in books, so no books. You know, many people, even in modern times, even in modern days, I remember I was in Pune, so many disciples or students of Osho, he say, no need for books, so we don't learn books. There are people on the basis of Krishnamurti, they say, no need books. And many people, but what I say that if you go deep into it and you analyze the life of Osho, he was a very scholar person. He learned, and he was a teacher of philosophy. I don't know which level, but he teach in the university philosophy. And he was so scholar. He knows Sanskrit. He knows so many different philosophies, books. So he say, kick the books, because he had what to kick. Krishnamurti was a very, very, very learned person. Whenever he told, you see, this all this, you can think that this is a spontaneous conclusions process of thinking, but everything is very, very scholar Vedanta. I can show you every one of the arguments of Krishnamurti can be pointed in different texts of Advaita Vedanta. Everything. When Krishnamurti talk about, everything is clear. So for me it's clear. He born in India. He knows very, very good Vedanta and others like Zen, Buddhism, whatever. And then he say, kick the books. Of course. But when you don't know, you don't have what to kick, you cannot say no more scriptures. No. Shankara explain his points of view, the Advaita, but here when he talk about the scriptures, what they declare is obvious. He work with the scriptures. A master don't kick the scriptures. A spiritual master, an enlightened being, inject life to the scriptures. Not only that, religion have a real meaning in the presence of a master. Religion without an enlightened being is like a corpse. It's there, but don't breathe, no activity. When a Buddha is there, Buddhism have certain taste. When Jesus is there, Christianity have certain taste. St. Francis, Santa Teresa of Avila, San Juan de la Cruz, Christianity is there. When Shankaracharya, Swami Shivananda, Ramana Maharshi, Ananda Mahima are there, religion, Hinduism, Sanatana Dharma is alive. When the priest is there and nothing happens to you, nothing happens to the priest, and nothing happens to anybody, that is like a corpse. No breathing. Then you see these typical conversations that they try to prove you that God exists according to science, according to technology and this, and who was first, and arguments to try to convince you. All this issue begin. And you say, but who say God is there? And I say, yeah, the script. But this is the absence of the master. When the master is there, everything is clear. Everything is clear. No need to prove something. The master is the proof in itself. It's self-effulgent. It's clear. Everything is okay. So, Shankara worked with the scriptures. The scriptures declare that it is impossible to attain immortality through wealth. Amritattvasya, immortality, doesn't mean, please, this kind of immortality that present Semitic religions like Judaism, Islam, or Christianity. They present some kind of immortality that happens after death in some paradise, eternal life. No. What Shankara talk about here is immortality of the now. The past, your nostalgies, the future, your hope, the projection of your memories in some future, and the now. The now is no time. Now is not time at all. Now is eternity, is reality, is what is, and is immortality. Is immortality. Whatever really happens, happens in a now. The past was relevant in certain now, and the future, your hopes, your ambitions, your dreams will be relevant in some now that will happen in some future. The future is to project some now. In some future will be, but it's a now. The really happens something is now, and this is the immortality, enlightenment. The scriptures declare that it is impossible to attain immortality, to attain now enlightenment through wealth. This seems to me from the first moment a little curious because, well, yes, it's obvious wealth, money, richness cannot buy enlightenment. This is clear. What is here even the need to put it? Therefore, it is evident that liberation cannot be the effect of good deeds, nor by wealth. And in which scriptures you found it? Amritatvasya nashasti, you found these words in the Brihadaranyaka 2:1-4 in a conversation between Yajnavalkya and his wife, especially in a very special moment of his life, when Yajnavalkya, the sage Yajnavalkya, leave home in order to accept sannyas, the renounced order of life, to leave home, to leave everything. And in that moment he told to his wife, Maitriyiti hovacha Yajnavalkya udasyan va arehamas tanandasmi hantadenaya kaiteyanantam karavaniti. Yajnavalkya speaks to Maitreyi. Maitreyi was one of his two wives. He had two wives. So she won. I am going to retire from the life of a householder and enter into the fourth order of life, sannyas, to become a Swami, Swami Yajnavalkya. And therefore, I am now intending to arrange the division of property between you and Katyayani, his other wife, before taking to the final stage of life, the life of renunciation. So he go to divide all his possessions, his money, everything, because he go to take the orange clothes and he go. Sāvacha maitreyihi yanma iyambago sarva pritivivitena purnasyat katham tenambritasya miti neti hovacha yajnavalkyo yathaiva parakaranapatam jivita tathaiva jivitam syat amritadvasyatu nashasti viteneti. Here are the words. Amritadvasyatu nashasti viteneti. Maitreyi say, the wife say, and you have to understand that at that days, in those days, the wife was something like the disciple of the husband. The husband was a kind of guru. Means you cannot be married, you cannot think about coupleship in the classical Vedic society before you are able to be the guru of your family. At that time, you went to the ashram like a child and was 25 years with your guru. And then you develop yourself. And then when you had 25 years, you was able to decide to become married. But only because you are ready to be the guru of your wife, an example for your wife and for your children. So no, this we are accustomed, we like the eyes, we like the hair, become married, we are prepared, we are immature, no problem. If I am mature, divorce, no problems. Then was something like that. So the wife, first of all, was the disciple of the husband. So she said, Maitreyi said, if I am the owner of the entire earth, the wealth of the whole world is mine. Will I be perpetually happy? Or will there be some other factor which will intrude upon my happiness in spite of my possession of the values of the entire world? No, replies Yajnavalkya. Your life will be just like the life of rich people, but there is amritadvasyatu nashasti viteneti, but there is no hope of immortality through wealth. And this he say out of a deep experience, because he go to leave home for total renunciation. This is something that in the Western country is very difficult to people accept. They don't like, what is this, to renounce? Don't like it, but this is the point. And he say there is no hope of immortality through wealth. But the question remains, how this is possibly so obvious? How somebody can think that through money, to wealth, to possessions, I can reach enlightenment? And the explanation is more or less than this. The ego, what you think you are, the belief that you have about yourself, is a kind of disconnection. As an ego, I am disconnected from all of you because I care about myself, my things, my possessions, and I don't care about your wealth, your health, your position. So I disconnect from the others. The ego is a kind of isolation. A kind of isolation means I am busy with myself, not with myself, we talk about that today, but with my emotional demands. The ego is busy with his mental urges. This is what he cares. How to fulfill my emotional demands. My relation with others is only on the basis how you can fulfill my emotional demands, how you can fulfill my mental urges. This is my only business. Now, this you need to pay attention, is a kind of isolation. When I want you only in order to fulfill my emotional demands, I disconnect from you. I am not connected to you. Or I am connected to you only in function of my needs. So, this is a kind of isolation. The ego is always a disconnection, an isolation. His connection with the world is only like your connection with the postman, the dentist, the people who can give you some service. All these people who come home to bring you to the plumber, this is the kind of connection of the ego with the others. But in essence, he is not friend of all these people. You are not a friend of the postman of all this. It's because of the letters. If the guy stops to work there and go to other, you don't. Who is this? The ego is totally isolated. You look people only in the sense how they can fulfill his mental, emotional, physical demands. Nothing else. Yeah. Why I cry because you fulfill some demand. I stay with my urges, my demands without you. So this isolation is not only from people, it's an isolation from life, from the trees, from the stars, from water, from ocean, from life, from existence. Totally disconnected, very protected, very protected. Walls of cement. Yeah. Doors very close, and I am very protected. The ego is so. In this egoic phenomenon, in some point, I begin that something is missing. It's missing the trees. In my life, it's missing the ocean. It's missing the stars. It's missing the others, the other, and then I begin to try to complete what is missing, but from the wrong direction. Through the world, from the world of names and forms. 1 tree, 2 trees, 3 trees, but there are millions. It's missing incredible quantity of trees. It's missing incredible quantity of stars. 1 star, 2 stars, never will be. 1 person, other person. This is impossible. And you begin to collect money, another million. You begin to collect, you live with this deep feeling that I need to have something else. I will be happy if we have this, if I have another car, if I have another person, if I have another child, if I have to have. Means we live from this feeling of lacking. Something is lacking. Every human being in the world will be happy next moment. When we have the next shoes, the next car, I will be happy. In the next moment I will. Health, only health, and everything will be okay. But before you have health, and you was not so ecstatic, the dress, the next television, the next lecture, the next, the next thing. This feel that I need to have it. And then this egoic attitude go with us even in the so-called spiritual life. I will be enlightened if only I have a little more information, one more book, one more retreat, one more explanation. If I will have, then you become more and more subtle. One more experience, only one experience of the divine. Only the experience happens, then I will be to collect, to have something. Something is needed. Something is needed. Some change. I need to do some change, and then everything will be okay. This is what he tried to refer here with the word wealth, to acquire, to possess. No. No hope of immortality, no hope for the divine, for enlightenment through wealth, through possession. Because the spiritual way, the religious way, is not a way of acquire. It's a way of decrease our possessions. We have too much. This is our problem. It's not that something is missing. It's too much. We have odef, I would say. Other thing, extra. Excessively we have. So this sculptor who work with the marble, he don't bring marble and begin to add marble in some way. No, he need to take everything what is extra, and they take, and at the end, in the middle appear the sculpture. That is the reason when you come to this kind of retreat, you say, what I will receive? Nothing. You don't need to receive nothing in this retreat. I don't give you nothing. I don't add something. You don't go with something that you have. I hope you go with less. Drop your attachment. Drop your egoistic attitude. Drop your ignorance. Drop. Don't think how to add. This is one universal principle of spiritual life or religion. It's not even to add a new belief, a new faith. You don't need to add some new God, some new concepts. No. Drop. You have too much. You want to elevate? Begin to drop. To become more light. You need to be light in order to go up. You have too much. You have too much concepts, too much ambition. We have too much of everything. So, wealth, amritattvasya nashasti. Wealth is not the way. To accumulate is not the way. And possession, but possession is not only money, house. No. Possessions can be knowledge, experiences, information, even elasticity. Even is a possession that you can do sat-saṅgs. Oh, I have it. Yeah. Even can be possession, renunciation. I am a Swami. Renounce. But you can look at that as a possession. No, wealth, possession is not the way out. If you are too happy with your renunciation, take Avadhūta. Renounce to the renunciation. What is Avadhūta? The next step. Because in sannyas, you still are a renunciate. How say in the Christian, you are a renounced monk. But that you will need to drop it too. And Avadhūta is the next step. Is say, like my guru say, beautiful, you are good sannyas, but now drop it too. That is Avadhūta. So now what? Yourself. Finito. No more possessions. You can possess the renunciation. Can be your only one possession, and you are very proud of your possession. You are a celibacy monk. Oh, I have something in life. So, amritattvasya nashasti is impossible through wealth. Therefore, it is evident that liberation cannot be the effect of good deeds. Enlightenment is not effect, it's a cause the prime cause, the supreme cause of all causes, is not the result of something, is not the result of a technique, method. No, no way. All these method, techniques, books, religions, theologic, these don't give you as a result God, because then your theology, your method, your technique will be superior to God. Verse number 8. Ato vimuktyai prayateta vidvan samnyastabhayartha sukhas prihasan santam mahantam shamupetya deshikam teno padishtartha samahitatma. It's incredible, this way of the Hindus to learn is crazy. I remember when I began many years ago with Swami Vishnudevananda, I went to a course that they say, there we learn Sanskrit. I come and I see one teacher from India, he begins ka, cha, cha, pi, ta, da, da, da. And I say, but I don't understand nothing. What is this? No matter. I say, but I want to understand how the grammar, how. Don't worry. Ga, ha, ga, ga, ga. And I understand one moment. I need to understand how is the grammar. I learn Hebrew. You need to understand how are the batim and all the time, all the thing. Say, oh, you Westerners, you need first to understand and then you are ready to learn. In India, we further learn. And then after you can understand all your life. But first learn. This is learning. I didn't understand what is going on. And then when we repeat these lectures, and you repeat the verses, I know people think, what is the point? I will not understand Sanskrit. But with time, with the years, you will be amazing. You will see a word, vimuktyai. I know this word. I saw this word in other verse. Oh, that word I know. This and that word. And begin to understand. And it's like magic. You don't know how. It's like we need to trust more in existence. Go, surrender yourself, and then you will understand. Therefore, the intelligent aspirant who strives for liberation, I do it with the English, and who has renounced all of his attachments to pleasures derived from external objects, must go to a spiritual master and live according to the master's teachings. Therefore, Ato, we found where this word? Yeah, in the Brahma Sutras. And where else? Yeah, which? Yeah. It's a very interesting word because it's like therefore, now. What this word is not easy to understand because it's a very important word. But this word make we say a few things and now we talk about it's like a continuation to make you in the beginning of books this appears a lot, like Atato Brahma Jiññāsa, like Hatha Yoga Nusasanam, because it's the beginning of the Yoga Sutras, Hatha Yoga Nusasanam. So something was said before. Don't think this is the beginning of the book, but not the beginning of the wisdom. People before that talk about it. Wise people talk about it. Big gurus. This is not the beginning. This is the beginning of the book. So therefore, here, this therefore, he says something. It's very beautiful the way of the Sanskrit. He says before, I say that not through wealth, not through rituals, not through ceremonies, not through knowledge. So how? Therefore, Ato, this is the way. Vimuktyai prayateta vidvan, for liberation, we should make efforts. Vidvan, the intelligent one. The intelligent one. The person who really searches for reality, for what is real, the intelligent. Not those people that in front of the sense of insecurity run to a religion, and then there is a God, there is a paradise, and this gives me a sense of security. We talked before to be ready. So there are certain people run to religion, and now I feel ready, everything will be okay. This is not so Vidwan, not so intelligent. Vidwan people, intelligent people, are the people who go, and I want to know if there is something that is real in this life. Really, I see everything change. I know somebody, married, divorced, everything change. I have money, after that become very poor, after that millionaire, everything changed. Tak, tak, tak. I was a child, young person, now old man, everything changed. Vidwan means somebody who don't run to a sense of security, but I want to know what is real. Yesterday somebody loved me, now he hates me, now he don't want to talk with me. What is real? These things cannot be real. Disappear, like like you look here and you see an elephant. You look, no elephant. What is this? It's not real. If you go to a doctor and say, when I look in the middle of the night in my room, appears a gorilla and disappears. The doctor will say, you need something you drink, I don't know. Trick track, appear, disappear. So Vidwan means somebody who begin to say one moment. This cannot be real. Even my body, everything come and go, come and go, come and go. This is more like a theater, like an illusion. Fata Morgana, how you say it? Hallucinations. I want to see in this reality of hallucinations if there is something real, even in me. In me I see emotions come and go, thoughts come and go, mentality come and go, different attitudes. Okay, but there is something that is permanent, forever till ever. Before I born, after I die, there is something that, this is the Vidwan, who search for reality, not for a sense of security. There is Krishna and he saved me and protect me and that's it. And when something bad happens, I don't want to know more about Krishna or whatever. This is the difference. Ato vimuktyai prayate vidwan, the intelligent aspirant who strives for liberation. Samnyasta bayarta sukas prihasa, renunciation. So how? No wealth, no ceremonies, no knowledge. How? Samnyasta, renunciation. Renounce, drop it. Drop. You know this story of this guru with the disciple, and the disciple say, I have so many troubles, I have so many suffering. I suffer, my wife was with me, but she left me with other person. And then, this trouble and that trouble. And in some moment, the guru catch a pose and say, please, disciple, liberate me from the pose. Take me from this pose. And the disciple say, but now my guru become crazy, more problems. What is this, Guruji? It's not the pose catch you, it's you the one who catch the pose. They say, that is the problem with you. All these problems, they don't catch you, you catch them. You need to liberate them, drop them. This is renunciation. Relax them. It's like, imagine you have now in your hand, you have a lot of balloons. These balloons, a lot of balloons. You keep them. Imagine you keep them. And all these balloons are problems. All your problems. Now, slowly relax your hands and let them go. This is renunciation. Renounce to all your problems. Give them to your guru. This is what you give to the guru when you renounce. What you can give. What you can give to the guru. Your bliss, your enlightenment. What you can give. So you give your troubles. Give them your troubles at your lotus feet. I put all my misery, my solitude, my disappointed, everything. Gurudev, with all my heart, and the Guru received it. That is samyasta, renunciation. To what? Bahyartha. Bahyartha is external things. Sukha, the joy. Sprihasan, attachment. So Shankara put the words very clearly. Renunciation. But even external samyasta bahyartha sukha sprihasa means is not to external things, because external things you cannot renounce because they are not yours. They are not yours. It's like I cannot renounce, to the house of Anthony, and I renounce to the car of Shivadas, and I cannot renounce to things that don't belong to me. Yeah, you cannot renounce to objects. How can you renounce what you have? There is a very deep difference between something that is alone and something that is a possession. If this is alone, I need to give back. You take it for a few days, for a limited time, and you give it back. It's not yours. It's not a possession. If I have this child and it's not mine, suppose you give me this child for a limited time. You say, take this child for a few days and give me back. I can use it, but I need to give back. I renounce to your child. Means, where is my child? You told me. I said, no, I renounce to it. It's not yours. You don't have such a right. You can renounce only to what is really yours. Your body is yours. No, you receive it. You didn't buy it. It's not yours, the body. That is the reason that to smoke, alcohol, drugs is forbidden, because you don't have such a right. It's not yours. The body is not yours. You have it for a certain time, and one day you need to give it back. Your mind, everything, you have everything. You have to give it back. So you cannot, renunciation, sannyasta he don't talk about to give up objects. Renunciation is not an objective issue. It's not an objective experience. Renunciation is a totally subjective issue. Bayarta is external things. Sukha, the joy. Not the joy. You don't need to renounce to the joy. You can enjoy life. How can you renounce to enjoy the sun, the trees, to enjoy nature, to enjoy the presence of all of us, good friends, sit together, enjoy? What is the problem with that? Even you are in coupleship, you enjoy the hair of somebody, the eyes of somebody, no problem with that. No problem. Sprihasan, that is the word that Shankara wants to reach. The attachment, the desire to repeat it. I enjoy the trees with all of you here this evening, the sun, nothing bad in that. But then I begin to think about it, and think about it, and think about it. And in some moment, I think to myself, qué bonito sería, ¿cómo dices? How nice it will be if I can repeat the experience. One more time I bring Anthony and Shias and I sit here and then the mind after a week say, I want to repeat it one more time. And in some moment I can without it. I need Anthony here, and I need Helena here, and I need you Shakti here, because I can't without this situation, and repeat it. And then I want to possess all of you. So I can put you in my frigidaire, and whenever I want, I open, Anthony and everybody, we are here. Whenever I want, I can repeat it. Track, and I want to possess you. I want you to be mine, my disciples, my possession, And then we are in trouble, say Shankara. Sprihasan is the problem. The attachment to the joy of external objects, because then you become a possessive person, and then you suffer when you don't have it. I need my things, my car, my this, my house, my possessions, in order to repeat to this joy. And the problem is that in life there is no repetition. At least if you can repeat and enjoy one more time, but this doesn't work like that. Doesn't work like that. You meet somebody, you look in her eyes, and in this beautiful moon or sunset, and a magic moment, okay? And now you see such beautiful situation. I want to repeat it. So you become married. And go after 20 years, the same moon. You don't understand what is going on. The same moon, the same beat, the same music. Something is not the same thing. What is going on? I bring the same, yeah, but doesn't work same way. Why? Because the now is the magic of the moments. Don't search for, life is not repetitive. Look at the trees. Tell me if you can find true trees. The forest can teach you a lot, you know. The forest can teach you the truth of life. You can find true trees that exactly the same. Never. You will see that life is not repetitive. Life is very creative. Every single tree open his own space and have his own individuality, like every one of us. Everyone his own individuality. Life is creative, no repetitive. Track, not the same. The mind is repetitive. The mind is very mechanical. Things very clear. You think, if I do same thing will happen, track, and it's not like that. So don't be attached, don't arise this desire for repeat. Samyasta bahyarta sukasprihasan, but bahyarta, or external things, means the joy from external things. Pay attention. People talk many times about spiritual and material. Spiritual and material. This is spiritual, this is material. What means spiritual and material? If I talk about, I don't know, about a table, this is material. But if we talk about a chakra, that is a spiritual conversation. Why? Here, the thing is very clear. Samyasta bahyarta. Bahyarta is an external thing. What is external? I am external for you. You look at me through the eyes, you see, yeah, he is there, I am here. But why I am external to you? Why you can be external to me? Because I identify myself with the body. So I think external is everything that is from the skin outside. See? But at the moment that you begin to identify yourself with more and more inner levels, subtle levels, internal levels, you will be able to see that even your body is something external. And if you go deep inside, and you in this process of involution, you go and identify yourself with more internal levels, you will look at your thoughts, you will look at these emotions, like you will need this telescope to see your emotions. They are so far away. They are so external. So there is only something that is not a thing, that is really internal. And that is awareness. Everything that is material is external. Everything that is spiritual is internal. Material is everything that you can relate to it as object. You can think about it, you can watch, you can see it, you can touch it, you can imagine it, you can think about it. And what is spiritual is what cannot be watched, cannot be even think about. You cannot relate to it as an object. You cannot relate to it as a neighbor, as something different. You cannot even define it, because it's you, the witness. Awareness. You cannot put it in any way as something separate from you. So whatever happiness comes from Bahyarta Sudha, drop it. There is the real happiness comes from something very internal, that is awareness, and that is spiritual. This is a principle that you need to understand. There are people who think that even a ghost is something spiritual. Ghost is spiritual because it's not spiritual. Something in the astral level, thoughts, feelings, emotions, energies, totally material. Energies that you feel in it, material. Spiritual is only the witness, the awareness, the space where all the experiences happens. And that is not an experience, that is the space where experiences happens. That is you. That is your real nature. Santam Mahantam Shamupetya Deshikam. And then, Shankara, today people have this idea that Guru, somebody think for me, somebody who will, I need by myself this individuality to be all the things that we have. No, Guru is something. But Shankara, big master, in fact, who say, people say many times, who say that we need to surrender to a Guru? Who say that, okay. And I know the ego remember what he want to remember, and he don't like to remember these kind of verses. But Shankara say emphatically, Santam Mahantam Shamupetya Deshikam. Must go to a Guru, to a spiritual master. One thing. Santam, that is a holy person. Mahantam, great person, kind person, big heart person. Samupetya Deshikam. Deshikam is, that is, the scriptures. The issue of the scriptures is important for one reason, because, if, for example, I am your Guru because you feel energies, because you feel presence, because feelings, emotions, without scriptures, the last authority is the Guru. Without any scriptures, you have no way to look and see if what the Guru teach you is bona fide. Maybe the person is crazy. Maybe the person, I don't know, have mental problems, and like he say, you don't be vegetarian is wonderful, do japa is wonderful, but in some moment he can say you need to kill yourself. So you need to be very careful. Scriptures is something especially that keep the frame, and we have a common language that you can check, I can check if we are in the same mood, in the same direction. Like now we say, take a Guru. Okay, a Guru should be Santam, a holy man. Mahantam, big heart. Deshikam, he need to go according to the scriptures. Shamupetya, you need this is for the disciple, you need a special attitude. Hey Guru, I want to be your disciple. Come. It's not like that. You need a special attitude if you really want to learn. And live according to the master teachings. It's not only that I have a Guru, receive a mala, a spiritual name, and that's it. No, I need to try to put the teachings of the Guru in my life. Mananam, Shravanam, Mananam, Nididhyasam. Shravanam, hearing. What you do now? Hearing, listen. Mananam, after that, is to think about it. To think about the teachings. You go home, you think. Nididhyasana is to absorb, to digest the teachings, and to try to live according to them. To make them part of your life. So this is the relation with the Guru. What is a Guru for Shankara? In the same Vivekachudhamani, 33, 34, 35, 36, Shankara explained what he meant by a Guru. Ukta sadhana sampanas tattva jijnasuratmanaha upasidet gurum pratnyam yasmat bandha vimokshanam. That person who desires to know the truth of the self, the person who have the desire to realize itself, and who possesses the above mentioned qualification, should approach a master, a knower of the self, who confers freedom from bondage. Shrotriyo vijino kama hatoyo brahma vitamaha brahmani aparato santo nirindhana ivanalaha hetu kadaya sindur bandur anamatan shatam. A master is one who is well versed in the scriptures, taintless, desireless, a perfect knower of the absolute, continually established in the absolute, no experiences here and there, calm like the flame when its fuel is consumed, a boundless ocean of spontaneous compassion for which there is no reason, a friend to all good people who surrender to him. And how should be the disciple? Tamaradya gurum bhaktya prava prashraya sevanaihi prasannam tamanuprapya priched jnanatavyam atmanaha. Worship that master with devotion. And when the master is pleased with your humble speech and service, approach and ask for whatever is required to be known. Whatever is required to be known. What is required to be known? You, yourself. Our ignorance is such big ignorance that we don't know even who or what we are. So we need to understand the value that sometimes the Guru wants to talk with us. We don't understand this. If we want to talk with the Guru, we need humbleness, permission. Sometimes the Guru says, I want to tell you something. No, I have no time. It's not, this is and udaredatmanatmanam magnam samsara varidhau yogarutatvam asadya samyak darshana nishtaya. By attaining a state of detachment and desirelessness, by firm knowledge of the Absolute, let one disentangle oneself from the ocean of worldly existence. By attaining a state, arudha is to mount a horse. By mount your mind. Your mind, say here, yogarudha is like a horse. But this horse go by itself. Go and do so many travels. Now this horse go with, with a person. And where is my horse? I suffer. Help me to find the horse. And sometimes the horse fall asleep and I need a horse. But so mount him. And you need to begin, when you want right, the horse goes right. When you go left, When you want to stop, stop. Run, whatever you want. See it in your mind. Your mind now take you wherever you want, like a monkey, crazy monkey. Trick. I don't want to think in this, but I have to think because take me. So, by attaining that state of Yogarudha, when your mind don't have these mental demands, because then, I want to tell you, it's more serious than that. You cannot have a friend that is not in Yogarudha. Because now I like to talk with you, but next moment maybe the friend don't like. The mind goes somewhere and you don't have friend. You cannot trust in yourself. You, not others. You cannot trust in yourself as long as your mind is not in control. Because who knows how you will think or feel in the next moment, next day, next year. And you see how people, you cannot be objective. You cannot see clear when your mind drive you here and there and there and there. So, first of all, this state of Yogarudha, detachment, desirelessness, by a firm knowledge of the Absolute, you need to see, this is not fear, it's a samyak darshana nishtaya, darshana, vision. You need to try to understand how you see the world, how perceive life a person whose mind is in control. It's something that you cannot even imagine. Imagine that you wake up, and there is harmony. Try to imagine between what you think, what you say, and the way you act. Can you imagine something like that? There is coherence between what you think, what you feel, you act, and what you say. Very difficult to imagine. But this is when your mind is in control, you can be coherent. Harmony. So there is no conflict. When there is no internal conflict, there are not guilty feelings. Because, I should not act like that. But I cannot stop. I say it. And I say such terrible things. But I don't really hate a person. But I say because I get. So no quarrels, conflict. So Samyak Darshana Nishtaya is when you look at the world without conflicts, in harmony. Only then you begin to see God everywhere. Only then, because many people say God is everywhere. Yeah, God is everywhere, but you don't see. This is not what you see. In order to say God is everywhere, you don't say something about God, you say something about yourself. But every pseudo-spiritual ego say the same. God is everywhere. Yeah, God is everywhere, but not for you. To say God is everywhere, Samyak Darshana Nishtaya is a kind of vision that you have no conflicts. You act, think, feel, talk in coherent way, and then you look outside, you don't see conflicts. You see harmony, you see peace, you see God everywhere. It's a very, very high level. And this is the way we say to lift oneself by oneself. Let him rescue his own soul by himself. What is this? Let him rescue his own soul by himself. And from where? From where? Many people tell me, see, Prabhuji, you say to go out from illusion, but I don't understand where is the illusion. Tell me, to go out of misery, but I don't feel misery. I don't feel. Yeah, this is the problem. To rescue yourself, through yourself, from where? From the ocean of samsara, from the ocean of repeated births and deaths, from this ocean of cruelty, suffering, illusion. But you can rescue yourself by yourself, because there where you are, nobody else can enter. You are the only one who can give yourself to yourself. You are the only one who can receive yourself from yourself. No God, no Guru. Everybody can put devas, can put, the water near to you, but you need to drink. Why? Because there is some place, your most intimate place, how you call it, Sanctus Sanctorum of the big temple of Jerusalem. This symbolizes the place where only you can enter, that is yourself. And there you are the only one who can lift yourself from the ocean of illusion, of misery, of samsara. First, awareness of the misery, to see your slavery, to see how all your misery, then rescue yourself. The Guru can bring you, help you, push you to a certain level. But there is a point where the Guru say, now, only you can do it. To lift yourself, by yourself, in yourself, through yourself. Because all the spiritual life is a business between you and yourself. Is you the one who close your eyes? Is you the one who fall asleep? If you the one who have all kind of dreams, the Guru will shout, wake up, but it's you the one who need to open eyes. You are the one who need to wake up. You are the one to be awake in reality. You are the one who now see the world, but the reality, but not like it is, but like seems to you. You live in your illusion, in your dream. And live yourself by yourself. I don't know if you will understand what I say, but then you will realize that here there is nobody else but you. The same awareness, the same consciousness. You think there are many, but when you sleep in the night, same, you think there are many. You think there are tables, people, planets, flowers, but every flower is you in the dream. Every person is you. And even the tiger who ran up is you. And they are in the dream, even the elephant are you. Everything is you. Nobody there is there but you. Well, to this you go now. This is not a dream. Why? Because it's more long. This is the dream of the night is your dream. And in the day is the dream of Vishnu, and there is only one dreamer, awareness. So try not to make a nightmare,